I went to the Global Audition, 2017 Global Audition in LA. So I flew there. Yes, I flew there. I know. Thank my mom. Aww. So I applied via email, and you can't use a Yahoo account. I used my Google Spam account, not for sandwiches, but for emails. Okay. So they told me the date and the time, and like, oh, we're happy we got your email, woo. So it's a little confusing, but I'm sure you can figure it out. And it was at the Grand Sheraton Hotel in Los Angeles, and I had to be there at 2. So what I found out is that they were trying to schedule it so the number of applicants and the walk-ins would sort of be the same, so there was no backlog of people, which was what happened, unfortunately. So I would definitely recommend getting there early, because if you get there earlier, it's faster, and if you don't have a lot of time to like spend there, I would definitely recommend going there early because it will take a long time. For me, I got there at 2. I came out of there at 5:45. Yes, I was in there for 4 hours. So you go in, and there you have to go down a elevator, and basically you're gonna be in like this precursor room where there's like a couple tables set up for these people that are gonna give you a form, and in the form you have to state your name, your age, your nationality, your ethnicity, what gender you are, what you're applying for, do you have any experience in that area. So you write that all down, and then you give it back to the person, and they give you your number. I was you can't see it. I was 17,106, and luckily there weren't 17,000 people there. They just start at like a number, but there was definitely, I'm sure there was a couple thousand. So now you're at the waiting room, and now you have to wait. I would definitely recommend making friends because it's gonna take a couple hours. So that's the second tip, is to make friends, and you know, it's fun to talk to people, share how nervous you are with each other, find out where they're from, all that fun stuff, and you know what they're doing for the audition. So you talk and all that stuff, all that jazz, and then you wait. So you just wait. And by the way, for some reason I imagined like a long corridor with people, sitting on their bums against the walls, but no, it's actually sort of like a business meeting where there's going to be a projection, and it plays all these SM artist videos of what you could be, and there's like posters lining the walls, and it's a pretty big room, and there are a lot of chairs facing the projector. So you're just stuck there sitting on the chairs because they don't want you sitting on the floor. They want you sitting on the chairs. So while you're waiting, there's going to be like somebody calling out these numbers, and it's going to be the number on your chest. And the only thing they really want you to do is they want you to stick it on like the left kind of very upper region, next to your shoulder, because what they said is that the video that they're going to take of you doing whatever, it's only going to be like what I'm doing right now. Like, I guess it's going to be only like your upper chest. So they want your hair out of the way so they can see this number on your sticker. Sometimes they call 9 people, sometimes they call 20 people, and that's because they're going to direct you to like 20 or so chairs, and you have to sit down there according to your number, and you're just sitting there, and that means you're 30 minutes away, because finally, you line into this corridor, out the waiting room, and now you're waiting more. It's like a line to a roller coaster. That brings me to tip number 3, is to make sure you warm up if you are singing, because if you're nervous, your throat is gonna tighten up and you can't hit the high notes. Or maybe you can if you're not nervous, but if you are and it's your first time singing, definitely warm up, because you don't know if you can hit those high notes. And from what I've seen, most people were out of breath and out of tune because they're so nervous. Their vocal cords, tightened up. So you want to get them warmed up so you can, hit those notes. And if you can't, I would recommend to sing an easier song, and make sure you memorize those lines, because if you forget, it's really awkward. So make sure, you're singing a song that you know by heart, even if you can't think of the notes. As long as you could sing it and sing it with in tune, your voice is clear, then you're good. So, good job. You go into the audition room, and it's a smaller room, it's much more intimate, and you're just kind of on the side, so you're not exactly where the lady is filming, you are just kind of watching them like a live audience for a TV show. So you go into the room, and then there's a director kind of person and a camera person, and for me, the two people that were sitting, across from a table was like this woman that only spoke Korean and the camera woman who translated for her. So she's going to be taking a video of all you guys. And also, like, you can only do one thing, so make sure you are doing whatever you do best. If you're singing and dancing, if you're better at dancing, do dancing. Also, one thing to note is that dancers have to go first. So you're watching all the dancers go first, including ones from your group, and you're all going to be dancing at the same time to random songs. There's not as many dancers as there are singers, and I only saw like 1 or 2 models, and I didn't see any actors. So after the dancing is done, they leave the room. Now it is the singer's turn, and you all line up like in front of the table, a couple feet away from the table, and you're going to be against this like 2017 Global SM audition poster thing. So you're lining up according to your number, and make sure you have your hair out of the way because you don't need to give any introductions. Everything is on the paper you are writing. And so, you sing your part, sing your assigned part that you definitely memorized and you definitely could sing. They film each person, so they're going to adjust the camera, and they don't tell you when they're filming. It's a little awkward, but you just kind of go with it and sing your heart out. So, yeah. Woo! Tip number 5, I would recommend wearing something that looks good on camera, and make sure it's comfortable for all those hours you are waiting, because, you want to look good on camera. I'm sure more people are going to be looking at that video. Who knows, they might upload to YouTube like I know they've done before. So, you just chill, wait for your turn to come. When you finally sing, it's chill. They move on to the next person. Like, the lady gave no inclination. You finish, they're like, thank you, bye, contact you by email if we want you back, and then you're just like, cool, bye. Then you leave the room, out to freedom, out of the Sheraton Hotel to do whatever darn thing you want. I'll just restate my tips so you can like do whatever you want with it. So first tip is to make friends, because you're gonna be in there for a while. Second tip is to wear something that looks nice on camera, but maybe you want to be comfortable because you're going to be in there for a couple hours. And then third is to, warm up, do whatever you can, whether it's dancing or singing or modeling. Make sure you don't freeze up on camera, and, you have your lines memorized, or you have like your freestyle dance moves ready to go. And then fourth is or did I already say fourth? Fourth one is to like make sure it's, you're ready for an all day sort of thing, because you never know how long it's going to take. And fifth is to arrive early if you want to get out early, because they go faster when it's early. By the way, I was going to record like what the room looked like. Like, there was a medium-sized sign that said no recording, so I couldn't get any recordings of like the room itself. I don't know, a lot of potential. So, a lot of potential. And yeah, so I don't know what else to say. Help me. Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.